I used to think that becoming that girl required a lot of time and meticulous planning and just perfecting that glow up. But what if I give myself 60 days? What if that's all it takes to start shifting your life? If you know how to show up for yourself. And I'm not talking about grinding harder and being the ultimate alpha male. I'm talking about aligning with yourself, creating habits and a mindset that feel like you. Because you don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to start somewhere. Even if it's small, even if it's messy, even if it feels a little scary. Change doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be. So this is how I plan to pull off the ultimate lock-in and achieve my goals in 60 days before the new year starts. First, I'm journaling about my biggest wins from this month, what I'm grateful for, and what I want to keep or change moving forward. And I'm honestly so happy that I finally have a journal that guides me through my monthly reset and even gives me a worksheet to reflect on different areas of my life after every monthly reset. Check out the journal through the link below. Here's what I'm working on for the next 60 days. Oh, the glasses are dirty. First of all, curating a daily routine that makes me feel happy and healthy and not drained. I've just noticed that when I'm not taking time for myself in the morning and I'm not doing my meditation and working out, I wake up and I immediately feel stressed because I immediately think of all the 10,000 things that I need to do that day. I think about work, I think about university, I think about responding to people, and that shouldn't be the case. That's not the good soft life. Like girls, we need to take some time for ourselves, and that is not selfish. That actually helps us fill our cup and then be able to just be a better person throughout the day. If you have your morning habits that you absolutely love and that really recharge you, you're just a better person overall. You can be kinder to people, but also to yourself throughout the day. You get more stuff done, you feel more like yourself, and that's what this is about. Secondly, I want to launch a project that I've been dreaming about for years. And I've never really taken a chance on myself and actually committed to launching it because I always overthought things. But this has 3 sub-steps. We have step A, step B, and step C. I don't want to reveal too much, it's gonna be a surprise, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break all of these steps down into even smaller steps. So from one huge project, I first have 3 sub-steps and then little to-dos for each of those steps. Third, I'm not scrolling. I don't want to do scroll. Every single time it's like evening, I just think, oh, let's just check TikTok for 10 minutes. I end up spending like half an hour there and then I don't feel well. I'm maybe having fun in the moment, but afterwards I always feel so like drained and like my brain isn't working anymore, and I don't want that. I started a challenge. I'm posting daily on my TikTok and Instagram about this. I'm not scrolling for 30 days. I'm quitting cold turkey, and in order to not be so tempted to scroll, I will have goals every single day that are related to my YouTube channel or like to healthy habits and my dream life. And I will always think in advance about what I'm gonna do in the evening because I typically scroll in the evening, and I'm gonna do those things and also document how I'm doing those things and how the whole process is going, and then sharing them. And this is what I'm replacing the doom scrolling with. And I'm gonna do all of these things in a pretty tight time frame because I'm currently doing a master's degree and I also work part-time. So, you know, I don't have all the time in the world, but I'm here to prove that you can build your dream life even if you're doing other things, even if this is actually just like a little side quest for you. And yes, I'm also gonna be doing all of these things, hopefully, in just 2 months, and I will still be going out. I have a lot of like social plans. I will still work out. I actually started running with some friends of mine, which really helps me stay more consistent with running. I totally recommend doing that. But yeah, this is not gonna be my entire life. I'm still gonna be living life to the fullest. I'm still gonna go out. I'm still gonna have fun and party, but I'm still committed to this positive change in my life. Now, 60 days isn't forever, but it is enough to start feeling different. And 60 days can really get you so much closer to a life you've been dreaming about. A lot can happen in 60 days. If you love videos like these and you also want to build your dream life, make sure to subscribe and also join my newsletter. That's where I share my monthly reset newsletter, where every single month we're taking some time for ourselves to reset, to restart, to realign. So make sure to join. I've realized something. The secret isn't in trying to change everything at once. It's in deciding what actually matters. Because, and I found this out through personal experience, if you try to study and film content and edit and work your day job and work out and see friends and wash your hair and do your nails in the same day, you'll end up crying on the floor of your shower. And that's not giving that girl energy. So we need a better plan. Allow me to introduce focus days. I've actually recently gotten reminded of the fact that switching tasks takes energy. I'm currently looking at my calendar and it looks insane. Like over the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to do everything every single day. So like every single time I come back home, I'm trying to like work on content, script videos, edit videos, film videos, post stuff on TikTok, post stuff on Instagram. It's just a lot. And also sometimes on those days, I go to work first and then I go to university and then I come back home and I'm trying to do the whole content thing. And it is exhausting. Not gonna lie, like it's just too much. It's not sustainable. And I'm not trying to live like the hustle bro culture grind set lifestyle. So what if we just do things in a smarter way? What if I plan full days for certain things? So for instance, tomorrow I have to be at university. I'm gonna make it a whole day of university related things. I'm gonna start studying for an exam that I have in exactly 1 week. I'm gonna do my assignment. I'm gonna go to the library after I have my class and I'm gonna do some research for my master thesis. I might also take a little break and go out with friends from university, go grab a coffee with the girls. There's still some flexibility, but I'm not gonna plan to like immediately come back home and then start editing or start doing some other thing and then also in the evening do then also some other thing. It doesn't work. There still remains the question of how to fit like a bunch of different activities into 1 week, which can be hard. But my plan is the following. I will have 2 full days of work where I go to the office and I will use those days to also run some errands, go to the post office, go get groceries, do that type of stuff when I'm like out anyway. Then another half day of work combined with half day of university. I feel like this can work pretty well. I will probably take like a lunch break and then just sit down and study in the afternoon. Then a full day of filming. I will film as much as possible now because I have a lot of content ideas that I want to produce for like end of the year, which end of the year is like in a month, which is crazy. I'm sorry, that's just crazy. So I'm hoping that with those full days of filming, I can actually get ahead on a lot of things. I will film multiple videos a day. I will film like a bunch of other things for Instagram and TikTok. There's a lot of exciting things happening. Then I will have a full day of editing. This is absolutely necessary. I mean, all of the content that I film also needs to get edited, and a full day of admin stuff and planning. And this can be everything basically. This is gonna be the day where I tackle all of the random things, all of those life admin stuff, but also business admin stuff, or even like university admin stuff. So with that, we are at 4, 5, 6 days. This is gonna be the ideal schedule. Then I still have 1 day just for myself, just to do a little Sunday reset. But the big goal is to not switch tasks every day 5 times, because this doesn't work for me, and maybe it also doesn't work for you. Like, try to switch a bit less. If you're like me, you're probably gonna notice a big difference. So here's the rule I'm giving myself: 60 days of focus with softness and enough flexibility to have fun baked into that plan already. I'm not obsessing over perfection. I'm not thinking I must hit every goal. I'm just showing up intentionally and aligned with who I want to be. It's about building routines that stick and habits that feel like me, not like someone else's idea of success. And yes, I've mapped it all out. I love planning my mornings and my daily routine and my tasks, and you know, I love having my calendar, my Google Calendar that I can just like look at and I know what I need to do. But I learned that planning is not gonna get you your dream life, because you could be planning wrong. Just because you put stuff in your calendar doesn't mean it's actually gonna work. You also need to think about your energy levels throughout the day. So for instance, you cannot just plan like 5 hours of a deep work session in the middle of the night if you're an early bird. It doesn't work. You need to plan with intention, with alignment, and to also give yourself some space to breathe. Because if you try to cram too much, it might work for a couple of days, but it's gonna stop working after some point, or it's gonna get really, really annoying. The point is doing all of the things that you need to get done, building your dream life, becoming your best self, but still enjoy living your life. Here are the non-negotiables that I will have for myself so I can reach all of my goals by the time New Year comes around. And if you want to know about all of these habits more in detail, I will send out a newsletter, so make sure to join that. Morning routine. I'm very aware that some mornings I have more time and others I don't. For instance, if I need to go to work, I usually don't have enough time to like work out for a full hour. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run before work, because I can do like a half-hour run and it works pretty well. Also to save me the time to like commute to the gym and back. I will use the mornings where I have a bit more time to go to the gym, and if I just don't have time or I feel very low energy one day, I will take time to rest. I will journal, I will meditate, I will just stretch a little bit at home. I will maybe just drink a coffee and read a book. Not everything needs to be done for productivity. You can do things for sanity. You should be able to enjoy your mornings, and I do love my gym mornings, you know, going to the gym or even just running. I love that. It makes me feel good. But sometimes, especially when other things in life get very stressful, it is really hard to keep working out and still get enough sleep in, still get to work on time. Like, I'm not letting my healthy habits make my life harder. Your habits should make your life easier, and maybe that means skipping the gym one day and just journaling for a bit. My project launched in 3 steps. I'm writing out all of the little steps, the sub-steps to the 3 steps that I need to do, and I'm gonna make a timeline with them so that I know exactly in which week I need to do what. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself, but I also don't want to procrastinate. So by spacing everything out, doing everything step by step, hopefully my brain doesn't get overwhelmed. I can still manage to do everything on time, and the project is gonna be done by the time I want to launch it. Digital detox challenge. Again, I don't want to scroll. I don't want to spend all my time on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube even. I'm trying to do less of that. I said that I will replace all of the scrolling time with actually like creating time. So instead of looking at content, I'm gonna create my own content, which, you know, is gonna help me more than just like doom scrolling. But I also want to try writing. Now that I have my newsletter, you know, sometimes I just share random thoughts, and I think it would be nice to do more of that. Maybe I'll even start a Substack to like share all of my random ideas about certain topics. Sometimes I have ideas that I kind of want to share, but they're just not like meant for a video. So I think writing could be the answer to that. Time blocking everything. Again, like I said, I will plan out my days to have like focus days where I focus on one thing every single day. I know that with my current schedule, I need a structure in order to be able to actually do all of the things on time, to not be late with my university assignments, to not like, I don't know, forget to go to work on one day. So I need a structure, but I'm also leaving room for spontaneity and fun and just living life. I'm not trying to become like a hustle culture bro, alpha male, whatever they're called these days. Moving my body because it feels good. I have set the goal to work out 5 times a week for the rest of the year. I know that sometimes that can get a little bit tough with my current schedule, but I'm also trying to get back into playing tennis. Like I also mentioned, I'm going running with friends. So I'm trying to do more enjoyable activities and to move my body because it feels good, because it makes me feel, you know, more clear. I feel more productive. I feel like that girl when I work out. I'm not working out from a place of like punishment and like, I need to work out. I'm working out because it feels amazing and it energizes me. Okay. 60 days. That's all I'm giving myself and all you need to. It's all you need to start feeling different, to feel aligned, and to just feel like the version of you that you've been dreaming about is getting closer every single day. This isn't about changing who you are and becoming someone else just because a random girl on the internet told you to. Hi, I'm that girl, but I'm telling you this. It's about becoming more of yourself. You have that best version of you already inside. She's just waiting to show up. So if you also want to do this 60-day challenge, don't overthink it. 60 days might not be forever, and it might not be a lot of time, but it is enough to make the shift. And if you need more habits for your lock-in era, check out this video.